Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Pramugdhad and it's so nice to meet you. So basically, to give you a little brief on what this video is about, my entire Google account got hijacked, so it was hacked, including my YouTube channel, and somehow I was able to restore it and recover all of the data that I had lost. So this is basically an informative video. It could help you in case you're going through the same situation, because I know I looked for videos like this. So I hope this helps you out, or just in case you're curious, this will also be kind of an entertaining story time, I guess. So either way, I really hope you enjoy, and let's get right on with the video.
So, I will just start from where it actually started. Like, the entire story started on the 29th of January. It was a Saturday. Also, before anyone talks about this, it is my pencil mic that I made right now because I wanted to really give that story time effect. And also, my parents, my entire family actually kind of really loud. I know they're watching this video, so like, I'm not complaining. It's just an observation. So, yeah, I thought this would be better. I don't know. This audio is recording on my laptop. So, really hoping it works out. But, yeah, let's start. Okay, so starting off on the 29th of January, it was a Saturday, 8:30 p.m. I am chilling, getting ready to go out and have dinner somewhere, like just pick up dinner, just like a fun night, a regular day in my life. I get out of the house at around 8:30, 8:40-ish, and at 8:55 to like 9, like between the span of that 5 minutes, I get like about 3 to 4 notifications on my phone. And basically it's like, account password change, account recovery address changed, and all of that. And once I'm clicking on it, there's nothing I can do. They're just like, oh, your password was changed, your phone number was changed. But it was also like, when I tried to change something, or when I tried to manage Google account, it showed check connection and try again. Basically what I assumed at that point was that, maybe my internet isn't that good, because like, mobile data usually isn't that strong, especially when you're like in your car, like on the road. So I thought, not like, I didn't think it was anything to worry about. And I kind of took it really lightly. So I was like, you know what, I'll check it once I'm home, or like, once like my phone is finally connected to the Wi-Fi and everything. It could be like an old notification or something. So I didn't think much about it. The weird part is that there were just notifications telling me that these things happen, but there's nothing I could do about it. So it's like basically just letting me know. So I was like, why can't I do anything? I thought, but then again, I was like, maybe it's because my mobile data isn't that strong. That is why I can't do anything. I reach home and I'm like, I'm gonna look at it, but that is when the panic kind of slowly started to set in, because nothing was really working out. So I came home, and then I tried to figure it out, like on my phone or my laptop. My laptop is like signed out, my phone is signed out, and I'm just like, what is going on? When you forget your password, like, Google has an option where it's like, try another way. So basically, one of the ways in which I tried was that, trying to send like an OTP to my phone, or like the phone that is connected. So basically what happened when I did that was that, first of all, no OTP, but the phone number was also not mine, because the first obviously 8 digits were like starred, but the last 2 digits showed, and it was like 42. And that like wasn't my phone number. I checked to see if it was my dad's, because he was my recovery email. Like, it wasn't any of his numbers and everything. So then I called my dad first, and I'm like, have you changed my Google account password? And then he's like, why on earth would I do that? So first, what we all think, like we all in my entire family, what we think, it's like it's someone, a friend or something. I might have found out my password some way or the other, and they were just like messing with me or something. But the thing is, like, passwords aren't something you just throw around everywhere. If you are doing that, like, stop immediately. Anyway, so I was just like, what's going on? And then I go on like my contacts, I'm like frantically just like checking everyone's phone numbers, and I'm like, does anyone's number end with that? Because at that point, honestly, I really wanted it to be someone I knew. I wanted it to be like, haha, a funny prank. Someone was playing on me or like getting revenge on me or something. But I called one of my friends who's like good at, IT and everything. And then I also called Aishwarya, and then we were on like all in like this conference call. And I'm like, he's like, explain the situation. And I basically trying to explain to my best capabilities. And then what, like, the question a lot of people asked were like, is your two-step verification on? Also, disclaimer, if it is not for you, like, go and check right now, because it's not a default thing. It's not on by default. You need to go and do it. So go and check if your Google account's two-step verification is on. Even if it's on, you'll also get like a sheet of backup codes that you will need. So just print that out or like save the PDF or somewhere, because in case your account something happens, I hope not. I would not wish this even on my worst enemy. So just look out for that. And yeah, so that happened. The phone number wasn't mine. They were like, do you have any of those 8 digits codes, the one I was like 8 digit codes, the one I was telling you about right now for the two-step verification thing? And I did not have that, because I don't think I later found out that my two-step verification wasn't turned on, which is a very important step you should do. There are these 10-digit codes, but there is no use of it, like absolutely no use. Zero, trash, throw it in the bin or something, because it does not work. And when I started to panic, I was panicking about YouTube more, because that's the most important asset I would say I have on Google. And I've put a lot of effort into it, like years worth of effort. And I've also built such an amazing community. I love making videos. The thought of even it going like being taken away from me scared the hell out of me. So basically, at that point, I told my dad, I'm like, can you just check, like, what is going on, like, with my YouTube channel? So then we check, everything is nice, everything is normal, intact, nothing has been touched. So we are like, okay, that's like a good thing. But like, I still couldn't get access to it, and I was like, I need to upload a video tomorrow, because it was a Saturday and you upload on Sundays. I was like, want to be consistent, and I have like a video ready, which is actually coming up this Sunday. I didn't want to post that video first, because this video was more important. I started panicking, I started crying. And like, what really broke me was that, we searched, how to reach out to Google, how to contact Google, because at that point, like, Google is literally the only person or like entity that can fix this. And there is no direct contact you can have with Google, because Google can't do anything if your account is lost. Apparently they don't have like a third party situation who will like fix the problem. So basically you're on your own. That freaked me out, because I was like, if Google can't help me at this point, like, who else will? Like, yeah, so I was like, if Google cannot help me, who will? And I started crying. I was like, I've lost everything. Like, it's like what do I do? But Google has these like chat forums where you can like ask your question, and there are experts who are answering. Like, it was just like a massive waste of time, is what I'm gonna say. Waste of time and resources. That point I had zero hope, like zilch, like done, like nothing. After some time, so then I post about this on my Instagram, and I'm like, what is going on and everything. And then again, like, I check my YouTube, and I see there's this live stream going on from BTC. Like, they've changed my entire like everything about my channel. They've privated all my videos. Like, they were slowly privating every video. They changed the name of the channel, they hit subscriber count, they changed location, they changed every freaking thing there is to change about a channel, just to rebrand it, to make it new. And for like some stupid shitty, like some BTC live stream, some crypto thing, like no one cares. Yeah, I got kind of I was mad, I was crying, I felt so helpless. At that point, one of them is like, you should tweet about it. And let me tell you, I didn't think it was going to work, or because Twitter is not a social media platform I would say I use on a regular basis. I use it like once a year. Like I suddenly remember like, oh, Twitter exists, like Twitter is a thing. So I'll just go and like make a tweet like Happy New Year or something, and then it's done. And then like I don't have the app on my phone, nothing. And I was like, I don't even think I can access Twitter because it was associated with the same email ID that was hacked. And also because I didn't know if I remembered my Twitter password, because that is like how less I use it. So anyways, I just decided to go on and still tweet it out, just to be safe, and taking like people's advice. I tagged Cybercell India because again it was like a breach of my privacy. All of my personal documents were in there. Anything could have gone wrong. Tagged that, tagged Team YouTube, tagged YouTube India, and everything done. Was not hoping anything from it. So I also posted on my story. So many of you guys retweeted. Thank you. Like literally, thank you. I'm forever grateful to you. Nothing more we could do that night. We'll figure it out tomorrow or something. We'll find more ways tomorrow. Then it was like around 2:30. I went to bed. I called a friend and I was talking to them, and I was just like, at that point I'm so grateful because I really think I needed someone to talk to, because would have driven myself insane and would have maybe. So really, really grateful for friends. Then I have this whole different situation where I'm on the phone and suddenly my Spotify starts playing out of nowhere. Of course, it's playing a Taylor Swift song, so can't complain. My Google Assistant also, like, randomly, I didn't do anything, it just starts talking, and it's like, the time is currently 4:22 a.m. And that just like, even if I had any amount of exhaustion left in me, like, to like take a nap or something, that is what broke me again. It's like my third or fourth breakdown of the night. I was like, shit, is my phone hijacked? Like, is my phone being hacked? Like, what is going on? What is this? And I found out that it was just an Android glitch. Happens. It felt like someone was watching me and I was scared. I could not sleep the rest of the night. I tried to listen to music, tried to like calm myself down. Next morning, I was awake. That point, I kind of accepted. I was like, this is never I'm never gonna get it back. Nothing is in my control. Like, whatever happens is going to happen. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. But I mean, that's easier said than done, honestly. In 5 minutes, like my entire life, like my life was normal, and then it just falling apart right in front of me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like, just watching something collapse like there, and then you just like you feel so helpless. Like, I just felt so helpless. In the morning I checked Twitter, and Team YouTube had actually reached out to me on Twitter. I was really shocked because I didn't think Twitter like worked, but it did. They were like, we're so sorry to hear that. We'll get back to you. And then they were like, is this the channel that was hijacked? And I was like, yeah. So then I later find out that they had disabled the channel, to prevent any further damage. They also at the point disabled my Google account, which again I later found out. And they were like, we'll send you a form in like a different email ID that you still have access to, so just try to fill it out and everything. I was like, okay. And then I was just waiting for them. One thing I would want to mention, and like huge shout out to like the YouTube team, like for being so communicative, so helpful during this entire process. Genuinely would not have been possible without them. Also would not have possible without you guys, because you guys like literally, I posted it on my Instagram and I was like, I tweeted, could you guys like help me out, retweet or something. So helpful. So many of you like retweeted it, which really helped like the tweet get noticed and them to reply to me back. So forever grateful to you guys. While that was going on, we also decided to go to like the police station, because in case they used my account for something illegal or something I didn't do and I could be blamed for it in the future. We just wanted there to be like a record. And it was also like breach of my every kind of privacy that I have or had at that point. So I was really scared. Could not like literally could not function. We went to the police station, like the regular one, and then they were like, you need to go to the cyber cell. Since it was a Sunday and like there was not really like a lot of people available in the cyber area situation, so they would just like, try to go on a Monday or something. Come back home, I also received the form from YouTube, team YouTube, and I fill out the form, put in every kind of detail that as much as I know. The thing is, the details are ones like which you usually don't know. Like for example, the channel ID, you would think your channel ID is like, the name of my channel Pramugdhad, but it wasn't. There's a channel URL and then there's a custom channel URL. So the normal channel URL, like the last bunch of alphabets and numbers mixed, that is your channel ID. And I found out that was my channel ID, but I was like, I don't remember. I mean, it's a very bizarre number, alphanumeric code to remember. I went to like WhatsApp chats of like, anywhere I had sent people the link to my channel or anything, and I tried to like find out as much information or like the links from there. I filled out as much information as I could, as I knew, and I sent back the form. At night, I get a reply from YouTube, like I get a mail on the email address, like alternative that I had given. And basically what they said was that they were like, we saw that, we've discovered that your account is hijacked and everything. We have disabled the account. You can now re-enable it. And let me tell you my happiness at this point, because number one, I wasn't expecting them to reply or like even do anything. But I mean, that's not true. I had like 5% hope and 95% like I just didn't think anything would happen, but that 5% really kept me going. But I had 0% hope of them replying like, like 10 or 11 hours like later. Like I thought it would take like at least a week for things to like settle down and come back, or like, for them to at least reply back to me. I was like ecstatic, like I was euphoric in that moment. Like when I tell you that was the happiest moment of my life, I mean it. Like, I don't know how high would a moment have to be to beat that moment, but I screamed. I literally called my dad. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, they've like acknowledged it. So like they're like, we're working on getting your account back, and genuinely one of the happiest feelings I have had in my entire life. So was able to re-access my account, change password, add more security. But one thing I thought, like, that I had zero expectations. I thought, even if I get my account back, all of my emails and documents or anything that I had saved would be wiped out and would be just like a new account. But to my surprise, like when I opened my drive, the first notification I got was like, your drive storage is full. And that storage being full has never made me happier, like ever in my entire life. Oh my goodness, like all of my files are there. And best moment of my life, like genuinely everything just happened like quickly. I didn't expect things to work out well this fast, but it did, which I am so grateful for. Team YouTube, love you guys. Like, you guys are really the best. So basically after that happened, I tried to get into my YouTube. I could not do that because my YouTube account earlier, as I said, the live stream was going on. I put it on my Instagram and I told you guys to report it because it wasn't me. So it was reported for suspicious activity and YouTube had terminated my account. So so then I tried to go on YouTube. They're like, you can't go because your account has been terminated and everything. So account is basically deleted. So I was like, shit, like, do I get my YouTube back? But at this point, I kind of had hopes. I was like, it was like a 40-60 situation. Still, I was a little skeptical. I was a little scared. As an option, YouTube has, it's like your account was suspended. If you think this was a mistake, contact here. So I basically contacted them. Like YouTube had emailed me and then I had emailed them back. I had also sent proof. Oh, also very important process. Like when you fill in the form that I said earlier that they had sent me, try to put in as much screenshots and proof as you can. And I know that if and if you're going through this right now, you'd think like, there's only place for one screenshot or something. Make a zip file, okay? Make a zip file, insert it, or like make a collage of everything you have. I don't know. Anyway, or the other, insert screenshots, insert proofs. I think that really helped them, because they had mentioned in the email, they're like, thank you so much for the proof. Like, so I was just like, my account was terminated, I can show proof and everything. And then I linked to like I sent a screenshot of the email I got where YouTube had acknowledged that my account had been hijacked and everything. So I just sent it to them, and a few hours later my account was back, baby. So what I basically did after that, I one by one, like, you have to do this manually. I mean, I don't know if there's any other process to do it, but I did it manually. So basically, I one by one again published all my videos that were privated, and then basically changed the logo, changed the name again. It was like a whole channel rebranding process, which was, I mean, which I think is like, maybe, I don't know, good thing I get a chance to have like new logos. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, I'm just trying to see like a positive thing here. So, like, just let me be. I know I could have changed it even if my account didn't get hacked. Anytime you might think that the entire world is against you, or like you have nothing going for you, just believe, like, just believe that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, even that 5% of hope I had really kept me going. I've definitely taken this like as a learning experience. Made all of my accounts more secure, made backup accounts, made like, tried to take every single security measure that I probably hadn't paid much attention to before this, because of course. So yeah, that was my entire experience. You'll figure it out. So the main thing that I learned from this was like, Twitter is important. Work, like, shit literally gets done on Twitter. So just check that out. This, I think, is going to be a pretty long video. I don't know, but I really hope, if you're watching this just for like a story time situation, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was entertaining enough for you. Literally the downfall of my life. Also, thank you so much, like the entire Instagram community that we have. Thank you so much. Like, would not have been possible without you. And like, genuinely, you guys helped share this issue. So many people reached out to me. To all my friends who supported me through this, my family, my relatives, like, basically all of you are my family. So just thank you so much. Would not have possible without you guys. Would have gone insane, like I said. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.